Hi Linda.
Hello, Faye. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Good, excellent. Yeah, thank you.
And have you been keeping busy during lockdown?
Yes, it's been quite a busy time with the dancing and the other activities that I've tried to be involved in, and yeah, I've tried to keep busy because I'm that sort of person. I like to have a lot going on, and it's been a process because at the beginning I was a bit frustrated, but then as I've adjusted to the activities, it's got better and better.
And what is it that you're enjoying about the dancing in particular?
Well, it's been lovely to get back into dancing because I'd had a little break before, and to just revisit some of the dances that I'd done, like because I've been part of the dancing for about 3 years now, and so it's lovely to just think, oh, I recognise this one, and and sort of do it because I do the Friday one, which is the hits one, and I've really enjoyed that as well as the other one. But and it's kept me fit as well, I think, because we've probably all done too much sitting around and eating too much and all those things. So it's good to move again. It you miss the community of being together as a group. But I've got to know a few people in those groups that I'm part of, and it's been lovely. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you find a slot that works for you, and then you just generally the same people are dancing each week, aren't they? So
Yes, yes. Interestingly, didn't opt for the Monday one, which was the class I used to go to, because the first week I went on, the Wednesday one just seemed to work for me, and I so enjoyed it, and I enjoyed being with Helen and starting to get to know her, that I just decided I would stick with that. And then later on I added in the Friday, which just happened to be Helen as well. So I think I've got used to her way of teaching as well now, so that's been a really nice experience.
yeah, fantastic. And have you got a favourite routine, Linda, that you've done so far?
Well, I really have enjoyed the bachata.
Okay,
Now, is that the Friday? Is the bachata on a
that's a
Friday?
Wednesday.
That's Wednesday. Yes, because we started the bachata last month, didn't we?
Yes,
Just as
we did.
the,
Yeah,
I don't know what you probably have the set phrases for the first dance. Yes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And then we're developing it again this month. And it's like I described it as a sort of slow, as a, no, it's a cross between a cha-cha-cha and a rumba. It's got that it's the Latin feel to it, and I like the Latin dances anyway. So it was a really nice one to start to get to know. But I've loved all the dances actually. I'm not very good at things like the tap dancing and the hand jiving, but everybody has trouble with those. And the interesting thing was last month, both the Wednesday and the Friday had a, well, not necessarily a hand jive, but a slapping foot, hand, shoulder, different routines, both dances. So it was very confusing. I was getting really mixed up. But I guess I wasn't the only one.
No, I'm sure definitely you weren't the only one, but it's good that it's great that you've been able to dance so much with us, having been with us for 3 years and dancing with us intermittently. It's great to see
Yeah,
you every
yeah.
week, and I'm sure that Helen definitely looks forward to seeing you every Wednesday and Friday.
She's such a cheery personality, isn't she? She's so positive, and whatever sort of week you've having or you've had, you know that when you go on there, it'll cheer you up. Not that I've been particularly down, but I have sensed with one or two other people that perhaps they're having a really tough time, and she has a really lovely way of putting everybody at their ease, whether you're a newcomer to dance or whether you haven't danced before, because one lady has a husband who dances with her now, and that's really lovely to see. And yeah, so thank you for. I know we talked about how you were going to try and set this up when I saw you on that one day,
Yeah.
and how nervous about it you were, thinking I don't know whether I'll be able to do it, and how it's. Are you finding that it's been a good experience as well?
Yeah, no, definitely. There's a definitely a few of our dancers dancing online, and I think for speaking personally, like it's just giving me some routine. I know when I'm teaching, and I know that means that that day I've got some structure and I've got some routine, and it just gives me some sort of. And it's always lovely to see everybody as well, because it's that catch up and it's that sort of ritual, I guess, isn't it? Of see each other. I see my class on a Monday morning, and everybody comes on and everybody has a quick chat, and it's just that familiar, and it feels quite safe, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and yeah, I think all our teachers love teaching our classes, and enjoy speaking to the dancers. I think that's always been part of our classes, so I think it's important that that's sort of continued on, and people still get that opportunity to have that little bit of interaction when you're not put on mute.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the technology was a challenge to start with, but I think we've all learned a load, haven't we, about how to do this Zoom. I never even heard of Zoom before this.
I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? And what a way to connect, and you don't even have to leave your living room to do your exercise and whatever. So
The only thing for me is that I have to do it in the living room and we've got carpet. So it's not the same as doing it in a hall.
no,
The kitchen isn't big enough to dance in. So, but that's just the way it is, and you adapt. And yeah.
yeah, it's sort of either I dance on the carpet or I don't dance at all. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I know some people have got less space than me, so I'm certainly not going to complain. And I can open my big patio door and, get as much fresh air in as I want.
I know at one point Helen got in touch with me and she's like, I think I'm gonna have to invest in a fan. When it was so hot, she was like, I am melting at home. She was like, it's so hot. Um,
Yeah.
so warm, but yeah, obviously the weather's changed here and there, but
Yeah. Hope this isn't it for the summer now.
yeah, we've not had our summer.
It so often happens though, doesn't it? You have this warm spell, April, May, and then June, July, August are rubbish.
No, that's it. So hopefully the weather picks up to keep our spirits nice and high as well. Thank you, Lynda.
It's a pleasure.